Most people know the name Jesus. Fewer understand why his story has outlived empires, kings, and civilizations. This is not a myth. This is not poetry. This is the story that divided history itself. Before Jesus was born, the world was waiting, whether it knew it or not. Prophets had spoken for centuries of a Messiah, a savior, someone who would restore what humanity had broken. And then, in silence, God moved. Jesus was not born in a palace. He was born in a stable. No crown, no guards, only hay, animals, and a young mother named Mary. Angels announced his birth not to rulers, but to shepherds, the lowest in society. Because from the beginning, Jesus came for those the world overlooked. As a child, he grew quietly. No miracles, no public attention, just obedience, learning, and humility. Until one day, he stepped into the Jordan River. When John the Baptist saw him, he hesitated. "I am not worthy," John said. But Jesus answered, "Let it be so now." When Jesus was baptized, the heavens opened, the Spirit descended, and a voice declared, "This is my beloved Son." From that moment, everything changed. Jesus went into the wilderness alone. No food, no comfort, no protection. There, he was tempted. Power, control, glory. And he refused all of it. Because his mission was not to rule by force. It was to rescue by love. When Jesus returned, he began to teach. But he did not teach like other teachers. He spoke of forgiveness when people wanted judgment. He spoke of mercy when people demanded punishment. He spoke of love, even for enemies. Crowds followed him. The sick were healed. The blind saw. The deaf heard. The broken were restored. He touched lepers no one would touch. He ate with sinners no one would forgive. He defended women no one protected. And he did not just change bodies, he changed hearts. But not everyone celebrated. Religious leaders felt threatened. Power does not like truth. Control does not like freedom. They watched him closely, waiting for a mistake. One day, Jesus stood before a grave. His friend Lazarus had been dead for 4 days. People wept. Hope was gone. Jesus spoke one command, "Lazarus, come out," and death obeyed. From that moment, the leaders decided Jesus must die, not because he was guilty, but because he was dangerous. Jesus knew this. Still, he continued. On the night before his death, Jesus gathered his disciples. He washed their feet like a servant. He broke bread and said, "This is my body." He lifted a cup and said, "This is my blood." Then he went to pray, alone, sweating blood, overwhelmed with sorrow. He asked if there was another way, but he ended with surrender. "Not my will, but yours." Soon after, soldiers arrived. Judas betrayed him with a kiss. Jesus did not resist. He was mocked, beaten, spat on. The crowd that once praised him now shouted, "Crucify him." He was nailed to a cross between criminals. The sky darkened. The earth shook. One thief mocked him. The other whispered, "Remember me." Jesus replied, "Today you will be with me in paradise." Even in agony, he forgave. Then he cried out, "It is finished," and he died. Hope seemed buried with him. His body was placed in a sealed tomb. A massive stone rolled into place. Guards posted to ensure nothing happened. But death had underestimated him. On the 3rd day, before dawn, the earth shook again. The stone was rolled away. The tomb was empty. An angel declared, "He is not here. He has risen." Jesus appeared, alive, not as a ghost, but in flesh and glory. He walked, he spoke, he ate. Fear turned into faith. Doubt turned into devotion. Before ascending, Jesus gave one final command: go into all the world. Not with weapons, not with force, but with truth, love, and faith. That command is still echoing, because Jesus did not come just to be admired. He came to be followed, and his story is not over. It continues, in changed lives, in restored hearts, in faith that refuses to die.